Hello everyone, Logan from Curated Avalon, and today is December 5th, which means we are on the 5th door of Inkvent. Icey Lilac. This is going to be a shimmer ink. Flatten out the fluffy onion skin pages. So Icey Lilac, assuming it's going to be a very pretty purple. I have my Tomoe river paper and my onion skin paper. Start with a spatter, swab, and then a writing sample. So it looks like a very pretty gray that leans purple. And before I fill my fountain pen up, I will shake this again since it's a shimmer ink. I want to make sure the pen gets all the good shimmer. And there is going to be kind of a weird purple place on this page because yesterday's ink did bleed through a little bit. Today's pen is going to be my Captain Kirk pen. So my Stellar Black Hole pen. This is their Pro Gear with a zoom nib. So it has a lot of tippage, and depending on what angle I'm holding it, not pressure, but what angle I'm holding the pen, the width of the line will change. And I didn't get any. So just syringe fill it real quick. I figured that might happen. That's okay. Just another opportunity for an ink sample. I told you that was going to be my new line. It feels like a very wet ink. Be a new part of the ink testing. Does it feel like a wet ink? I don't know. Cap this really quick. Oh, shoot. See, this is one of the bad habits I've got into lately. Not cleaning off my grip section. It's a bad habit. Don't get into it. You'll end up with inky fingers all the time like me. Another reason is because for these writing samples, I will overload the feed a lot and let the ink drip down through the nib for the videos, and then I forget to clean off the nib or write out the excess ink, and then I'll come back, it's in my cap, it's in the pen. You know, that's not how they're supposed to be used. But we just have to push the limitations. my battery died. So we're going to pick back up where I left off. The ink has been drying for a little bit, and that shimmer is incredible. A lot of different variation in there. And on the onion skin paper, ink usually spreads a little bit more. This ink is spreading quite a bit. I personally like it. I want to make that line a little bit thinner. So we have Diamine Inkvent. Day 5. I can't believe we're already at December 5th. Oh my goodness, like, I know this is going to go by very quickly. And I'm very ready for Christmas to be here. I just have a lot to get done. So Icey Lilac, and I'm going to come over here. Today's quote is going to be from a Tennyson poem. Icey Lilac. So it's looking a little bit more on the blue side on the Tomoe River paper. It's a whiter paper. Definitely getting more of a true lilac on the creamy onion skin paper. So this is one of my many copies of Tennyson's works. He is my favorite poet, and I actually quite despised poetry before I read The Lady of Shalott. I was young and just did not appreciate poetry. I read a lot of like Robert Louis Stevenson and tried to enjoy it. It seemed like a waste of time. And then I finally got a hold of a copy of The Lady of Shalott and have been in love with Tennyson specifically ever since. And it's going to take a minute for me to find the right passage. This was originally in the book when I purchased it. So it's going to be the Ring Out the Bells, and I'm going to just do the last part. So it is, ring in the valiant man and free, the larger heart, the kindlier hand. Ring out the darkness of the land, ring in the Christ that is to be. And I'll do it over here on the onion skin as well. So it is a gorgeous ink. And this pen, it's really spreading on the onion skin paper. I think it is gorgeous. And it is darkening as it dries, which is great. That's that shimmer coming through. It's a little difficult for me to see as I'm writing it with this pen, with the line being as thick as it is on this paper. It was easier on this one. I'm very pleased with the way that it looks though. And I mean, a thinner nib is definitely going to give a sharper line in this case. Very gorgeous. I'm going to let this dry more. They've got a lot of shimmer in this. It looks really good. I'm liking the way that it's showing up color-wise on the onion skin paper more so than on the Tomoe River paper, and that is not typical. But I'm getting some pinky hues that I wasn't getting over here, so that's really interesting. And I have a little bit of sunlight now, so the ink is probably going to show off very well. So on the white paper, we definitely have more of an icy lilac look, a little bit on the blue side. Very lovely. The shimmer is very concentrated. No bleed through on the Tomoe River paper. And the onion skin, I was picking up some pinky tones on the creamier paper. And I think it's quite pretty. And I mean, maybe the tiniest hint of bleed through where it was pooled. This is a very lovely ink. So Icey Lilac, thank you so much for watching. I'd love to know what is your current favorite of Diamine Inkvent.